Michigan's been through it all this winter. Snowstorms, deep freezes, and now the thaw. With rain expected over the next couple of days, the thaw could bring some problems for your home. ABC 12's Mark Jacobson live in Clio with practical advice. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Karen. Don't we all need a little bit of practical advice? The big fear is always that the big flood could be coming down and infecting your basement. We're down in the basement here in Clio right now, and I'm with home improvement expert Jeff Lee from Mechanical Heating. And Jeff, first off, at a time like this, is this really the period when all this rain is coming that your house is the most vulnerable and your basement's the most vulnerable?
Absolutely. When we have the melting and the thawing that occurs, it's generally followed up by rain. And that's when the house tends to acquire water, so you got to be prepared in case of just such an emergency.
Well, let's look at the walls here behind you. I know this is an 1880 style farmhouse, but is there anything that you can do with the walls to prevent leaking and just things from seeping in from the foundation?
You know, prevention is the best cure here. Once the water makes it in, it's going to go somewhere, so that's one of the problems. With this, what we want to do, especially with this house, we want to take care of the moisture before it gets in here. So what I've done here is I've actually sloped and graded the foundation so that the water runs away from the house as opposed to inside of it. That's the first thing. Secondarily, we want to make sure the gutters for the home are attached and that they're draining the water away. Once again, trying to prevent the water from coming in to become a problem to begin with. Nonetheless, it's still going to come.
The sump pump, that's always a big issue here. What do people need to know about the sump pump once you head out of the winter months during a time like this?
When the water comes in, the sump pump is designed to catch it, and we want to make sure, first off, since it hasn't been used all winter, that the sump pump's working. So, best thing to do, just pull the sump out of there and cycle it. There's a little humming there. I know my sump pump is working, so when the water comes in, we're going to be able to make this thing take all the water out. We won't have any problems once it enters the home.
Okay, and coming up in our next half hour, we're going to get into some modern day technology that'll work whether you have a new house or even an 1880 style farmhouse. That'll definitely help prevent water from coming in. We're live in Clio. Mark Jacobson, ABC 12 News. We'll be right back.
ABC 12.